Greetings, everybody. This is Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to Valhelsia 2. We're in episode 4, and we have a busy / convoluted day planned for today. Bob? Is that Bob I hear? Bob, you're interrupting my intro, dude. Where are you, friend? Hey, what have you got for me today, Bob? Oh, purification powder. Again with the weird powders, Bob. Slime ball. I need slime balls. I need slime balls. Bob, you did it. You're amazing. I need slime balls. I'll take all the slime balls. Okay, 5. 5 slime balls, Bob. It's an arm and a leg, but I'm grateful. Thank you. Thanks to Bob. He's going to be the key to our ability to progress with Create. So today, I find myself in modded Minecraft Catch-22 zone. That is, the Create mod needs more space. Like, we're going to use waterwheels as our primary starting power source. And so I have taken the time to use some of the materials available at hand to adjust the design of our beautiful ruined fort to add some space, right? So I'm using the Gabbo that I've gotten a lot of while mining. So this is going to be gorgeous, right? This is planning. I'm so excited about this. Like, there's going to be a front gate and portico and 2 additional rooms for building with mods and stuff. And that looks good, right? And I went into the chest and thought, okay, good. All I need to do is like cook up a bunch of cobble and I'll have some stone and stone bricks and we'll be able to make it. And that'll be this whole episode. Yeah, I don't have any cobble. So guess what I need to do? I need to make a cobble gen, an automatic cobble generator from some lava and water. I got some lava and water, no problem. In order to automate it using Create, we're going to need to make something called a mechanical drill. And that's a pretty easy recipe, no problem. I also want to make a mechanical press and a mechanical mixer. Guess what? To make a mechanical mixer, we need this other stuff, andesite casing. We got this cogwheel, whisk, super easy. It's iron plates, which is why we're going to need the mechanical press. But look at this, electron tube, right? Needs polished rose quartz. That's cool. How do we make rose quartz? Oh, rose quartz. Yeah, we got to go find another quartz and redstone to make some rose quartz. So we got to go to the Nether. So guess what we're doing today? Yes, that's right. We're going to the Nether so we can get blaze rods, hopefully, nether quartz, and glowstone to progress in the Create mod. So I have gathered in this chest a few of the items that we're going to need in order to progress in the Create mod. That includes some obsidian. I did make a diamond pickaxe with some of the diamonds I've found both mining and out looting buildings, and a flint and steel. So let's run down into our mine shaft and pick an appropriate place to put in another portal. Okay, we're just gonna do it right here. We're at about Y level 56. And then we're gonna light it up and hop right in. Hopefully we get a good nether spawn. Also, we're still in the old version of the Nether. Oh, okay, that's not bad. We're in the old version of the Nether, thank goodness. If this were 1.16, I would be terrified. I would not be here in such limited gear, but we're not. So I'm gonna make a marker so I can find the portal again. Okay, we're on a mission for nether quartz, glowstone, and hopefully blaze rods, if we can find another fortress. Oh, and crimson iron ore from Silent Gear. Yes, please. I'm going to wander around and gather up some of the resources I have mentioned. And if I find a nether fortress or anything exciting happens, I will bring you back. And jackpot, we have another fortress. And we are only 300 blocks away from the nether portal. That is fantastic. Okay, well, let's hope we can get a couple of blaze rods to get us started. Diamond horse armor. Ooh, crimson iron ingot. There we go. Oh, we could probably make a pick out of that. This is probably the least prepared I've ever been to be in another fortress in terms of my gear and supplies. Oh well, good loot so far in this nether fortress. I'm glad we came. Golden nether banana. Yes, please. WTAF. Golden nether banana. What's that from? Silent Gear. We gotta learn how to make those. Hello. Eating my golden nether banana. Yes, please. Wow. Fire resistance for 10 minutes. Wait, let's look that up. Golden nether banana is a nether banana from Silent Gear, which you can grow from a netherwood sapling. Oh, how cool is that? And they give you fire resistance. I love discovering things about mods I didn't know. We're making some golden nether bananas when we get back to the base. Yeah, one blaze rod. That nether banana, man. 6 more minutes of fire resistance. Let's do some blaze farming. Come on. Come on. Spawn. Spawn for Winnie. There's 2. Yep. Good. There's 3. Yeah. My deer antlers are awesome. They add 4 max health. Like, that is making a huge difference in terms of the damage I am not taking. Love that fire resistance. Hate the gas. Dude, could you get out of here? Didn't even see me. Loser. Thank you, golden nether banana. And the little magic deer. Hey, buddy. My new best friend. 2 minutes. 2 minutes of fire resistance left. Are we having fun yet? Nope. No more blaze rods. I think that's a sign. Okay. Take the money and run. We got 13 blaze rods. That is excellent. Far more than I thought we would get. Okay, my pick is nearly broken. We have explored the entire nether fortress. Got some pretty great loot. Some blaze gold ingots, crimson iron ingots, a little bit of horse armor. Most excited about the netherwood saplings since we can put those on the bonsai pots and grow their drops, including the materials we need to make a golden nether banana. I am very excited about this. Okay, I'm gonna make my way back to the base portal and we'll be right back. And we're back at base even, and I have taken a minute to gather up the resources we're gonna need to make the next steps in Create. So if we look in our chest, I want to talk about the things we want to do. We want to make a couple of tools, and then we want to make some machines. So the tools we want to make are a pair of goggles. Yeah, I've already made those. I'll explain that in just a second. We also need to make a wrench, and then we're going to get into the machines we want to make. We want to make a mechanical press, which is not terribly difficult. We also want to make a mechanical mixer. This is where the recipe gets a little more interesting. And we have to have the mechanical press in order to make the iron plates for it. And then we also want to make a mechanical drill so that I can set up an automated cobble gen. So that's where we're going to start. Let me gather all of these things out of here. The reason I want to point out the engineer's hammer is that is how I made the engineer's goggles. So if we look at the engineer's goggle recipe, it just needs 1 gold plate. And you'll notice the gold plate from Immersive Engineering is compatible with that recipe. So if you take an engineer's hammer and a gold ingot, you get gold plates. And yes, we could do that to make the other components, but we're trying to get into the Create mod. So if you have a mod pack where you do not have Immersive Engineering available, I'm going to show you how to do it using Create. So first, let's do a little bit of crafting. We want to make a mechanical press. Very easy. We have all those resources. There is our mechanical press. We also are going to want to make more water wheels. We do have 1 water wheel set up. However, I can tell you right now, it's not enough to run the drill. It will be enough to run the press, and I'm going to show you that momentarily. Let's run over to our Create tower where we have our water wheel. And I did turn it around for anybody who was paying attention. So the water source is actually now at the pointy side of the slats on the water wheel itself. And it wraps all the way underneath and the water goes down right there. And we can use it in its current form. Let me demonstrate. So I've put a shaft on it so that we can transpose the energy out here into the building. I'm going to put a gearbox on it because I want to actually do multiple things with that power. First thing, of course, we've made our mechanical press. I just put another shaft out there, and I can set the mechanical press in the corner. And if I give it a redstone signal, it works magically. So I should be able to throw some iron. Ta-da! And we got the press goes boink. So now I have 4 iron sheets. Very simple. So 1 water wheel. I need 5 for one of the recipes. And I guess we could use a button instead of lever. Whatever. Okay, so 1 water wheel is perfectly sufficient to run a mechanical press to get you started in the mod. The next thing we want to hook up is the mixer. But first we need to craft the components that we'll need in order to make the mixer. So I made the 5 iron plates. We are also going to need to make the polished rose quartz, which we're going to do by making rose quartz and then rubbing it with sandpaper. Sandpaper is very easy. It's just sand and paper, which we happen to have. We'll take our quartz and our redstone too. I'll put a crafting table down here for us. So first let's make some rose quartz. Yay! And then let's make some sandpaper. Sand and paper. And I think this works. You put the sandpaper in your offhand. Yes. And right click as if you're eating. Sandpaper in your offhand, and suddenly we have polished rose quartz. That's very cool. I love that mechanic. Now I think we have everything we need to make the mixer. Gonna make our whisk. There's the electron tube. And there is our mechanical mixer. Now, I know right off the bat, so if we use a vertical gearbox to change the direction, we can stick a gear on top and then put the mechanical mixer next to it. Now look what it says. Speed requirement. It appears this mechanical mixer is not rotating with enough speed. Oh dear. Okay, so we need to increase the speed of the rotation of what's coming out of our 1 water wheel, right? And you do that by stepping up your gears, using the big gears and the little gears. So I will show you how this works. So here's a big gear. If I put a little gear diagonal to it, you'll notice that this baby gear is now turning at a greater rotation than the original water wheel, right? And then I can do the same thing again. I can put a big wheel attached to that baby gear, bring out another block at a diagonal, and now that little gear is going even faster. So you can see the speed difference. We can also make a speedometer. Okay, a speedometer is a compass, andesite casing, and 2 shafts. Yes, we can totally make a speedometer. We take our speedometer and put it on the original large cogwheel, which is rotating at the same speed that our water wheel is. We can see that it's in the green. And if I put on the goggles, that's why we made the goggles, I can see that it's rotating at 10 RPM. Now, if I move the speedometer up to this 3rd cogwheel where I've stepped up the speed, you can see that now it's at moderate speed, which is 40 RPM. And if we take a look at the crafting recipe for the mechanical mixer, it requires at least 30 RPM to run. It also requires a moderate stress impact, which means, I think of it in terms of force, right? So we can test this out, right? Let's stick a vertical gearbox on here and then try to hook up our mixer. And you'll see that the whole system just flashed red and stopped. And it says it's overstressed. It appears this contraption is overstressed. Add more sources or slow down the components with a high stress impact. So we're not producing enough energy from our 1 water wheel to run the mixer. So let's go add water wheels. We can just string water wheels out here. And let's see if we can do this without spilling water everywhere. Maybe. Ha! Magic. So now I'm going to add our additional water wheels. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Like we have room for 7. I feel like we ought to do 7. And then we're gonna mimic. I have a little trench here. Okay, and I think we want the water to be touching the wheels. So we want to bring the floor up on this side. I'm just going to use, these are andesite bricks, since we don't have access to stone yet, or cobble for that matter. Okay, now we want to go up at least that far, because the water has to be right here. I bet we can get away with doing slabs here to hold the water. That should work. And then let's just use what we have to decorate a little bit. Ta-da! I guess we can put glass on the end. Let me grab some glass. Just so we can see this, right? The last slab in place, and then all we need to do is add water. Okay, have leaves, can finish. So we're gonna put leaves here. This is so that the water flows down over one edge. And put a block of water. Nope. Set them on the leaves. 2 more buckets of water. And 1 more bucket of water. And set it here. Okay, now we have 7 water wheels. I'm actually going to break this middle block. Do the goggles tell us anything? Yes! The goggles tell us that we are generating 16 stress units. Instead of, what was it, 4? So we have increased our energy capacity by a factor of 4. So now if I put our gearbox back on here, we don't get any bad messages and our mechanical mixer is working. Woohoo! We have successfully added a mechanical press and a mechanical mixer from Create powered by water wheels. It's very exciting. Okay, so underneath the mixer, in order for it to work, you need to make a basin, and that's just the andesite alloy, just like you would make a minecart. And then we'll put items that you want to combine into that basin. And if you take a look at the mechanical mixer, you can see all the recipes. So for example, we can make andesite alloy by putting andesite and zinc nuggets in the mixer. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is make our wrench, because that's going to help us adjust things. And that just requires 3 gold plates. So let's get our gold out of our backpack and use the mechanical press to make gold plates. Ta-da! And I guess we could make this more aesthetically pleasing by putting some better looking blocks in the floor. There we go. That makes a little more sense. So now we have 3 gold plates. We ought to be able to make our wrench. Yay! And so the wrench adds additional details and the ability to change. So if you hold it over, it says, you can't see the little hint that's on the block, but you can change the speed of the mixer. There are other blocks that works on. That'll be particularly important when we go to make a portcullis, which is in the next episode. I think that is all we have time for today's episode, but I consider it a success. We had a successful trip into the Nether to gather the resources that we needed to progress and create. We have made the mechanical press, the mechanical mixer, and we have upgraded our ability to produce power that the Create mod uses. We also stepped up the speed of the rotation using cogwheels. It's very exciting. Stay tuned as we make more progress in Create for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this episode, please leave a like. It helps me out, and I appreciate it. If you'd like to keep up with what's going on in the channel, don't hesitate to subscribe. And remember, as always, you are the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.